Okay. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Okay. So we are at ayah 5 of Surah Al-Fatihah. And before I go to the notes that I want to share, does anybody know anything about iyaka? The word iyaka. No one? Sister Ilham?
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah,
Yes,
sorry, I was
welcome
on a
salam.
call. I couldn't answer you.
I
Yeah.
see. Mm-hmm.
So I remember hearing Ustad mention something about iyaka or
Mm-hmm.
iya, the first part,
Mm-hmm.
being like a placeholder or like a seat for the
Yes.
pronoun to
Yes.
make it
So
proper.
yes. So where was the pronoun actually?
It was supposed to be like a maf'ul. So it was supposed
Yes.
to come after or
Yes, exactly.
ma'buduka.
Yes, exactly.
Ah,
Okay, as we can see, the kaf is a dhamir muttasil, right? So the kaf, when you bring it forward, the dhamir cannot be, it is an attached pronoun, so it has to be attached to something, and that's why the iya is the placeholder. Okay, so that is the modern way of teaching. uh, we'll go to the classical route because that's what we're going to say in Iraq, or that's what you will see in Iraq books. Okay, so basically this topic is about detaching pronouns. Okay, so the one that we know definitely as in domir munfasil, we say independent pronoun. Actually, it's better to use the word detach, okay, because this one that you can see also is domir munfasil. Okay, one is definitely our fi mahali rafa, all our huwa, all the way all to nahnu, and then the rest are all actually your your attached pronouns being detached. Okay, so when do they get detached? We will talk about when it is obligatory, wajib, and when it is permissible. Okay, so the first one is when it is obligatory. The first one is when the pronoun is brought forward before the amil. The word amil means the word that has the word that uh, affect other words. Okay, so amil is basically if you have a half of jar, fi, it will make another word majrur. So fi is the amil. Any word that affects another word is the amil. So basically, the default is rafa. The default for anything for an ism is rafa. The fact that it is nasab or jar, there must be a reason for it. So ka being the maf'ul, what is making it maf'ul? There's a fi'il. The fi'il is the amil. Okay, so like you said just now, the ka was actually here and then it was brought forward. Of course, the bringing forward thing, that's another balagha reason for that. Okay, but yeah. So when you do that, then it becomes a detached pronoun. Okay, so the i'rab for that, which we will later write also, is domir munfasil mabni ala fath, or is basically mabni ala whatever the pronoun is, and then fi mahali nasab, it is always going to be fi mahali nasab, and then maf'ul bihi muqaddam, meaning it is before the fi'il. To na'budu, to this fi'il na'budu. Okay? Uh, there are some things that I'm gonna mention in this topic that you probably might not have learned fully. So in all those cases, inshallah, you just have to accept it for now, and then when you learn those with time, inshallah, then it will come together, make sense. Okay. So the next one is when the pronoun is singled out by using illa. Okay. So there are few uses for illa. I mean, Illa can be used in different kind of sentences. Basically here, what we have is la ta'budu. Okay, so la is, what kind of la do we have here, Brother Sam?
Which one?
This one.
ألا
Yes.
أن لا
Yes, it's an and la. So what kind of la do we have?
لا لا نافية.
Nafia? How do we know that?
Um, or, I'm not sure.
Okay, so you need to see the next word, right? What is the next word? Ta'budu.
Yeah, from تعبدون.
So what kind of word do we have here?
فعل مضارع.
What
and
kind?
then
Marfu, mansub, majzum?
مجزوم
Yeah.
or
Majzum or?
منصوب.
Because what's the sign?
ثبوت النون
Subut means presence of the noon.
أو حذف النون.
Yes, deletion of the noon, right? So when you have la, it will always come with either fi'il mudhari' marfu or majzum. So this cannot be mansub. This is majzum. So the fact that this is majzum means the la is what kind of word?
آه،
Nafi or nahi?
ناهي.
Yes. So it's nahi here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, so it was actually the who that is here was actually here. It got detached, okay? It got singled out by this, the word illa here. Okay, so that you all don't worship except him, basically. Okay, so when you single out, when you detach it, obviously, so again, you need the placeholder, right? So that's when this is also obligatory for it to be detached. Understood?
Clear.
Okay.
I
So
have a question.
yes.
Yeah. So is this like the rule that whenever you have illa and followed by a detached pronoun, like it will have to be, can I say, for example, illa huwa? Is what
You
I'm wondering.
can, but you see, the thing is, what part of, because illa can single out any part of the sentence. Okay, so if it's here in this case, it is detached because it was originally here as a maf'ul,
Oh,
and then it got detached. Understand? So if, for
yeah.
example, la ilaha illahu, la ilaha illa anta, that is a totally different
Mm,
sentence. Okay? That who
mm,
or that anta is not attached in the first place in the original part of the sentence, right? So when it's
mm,
singled out, that is not affected. But here, it was actually, if you just look at it as a nahi, right? Don't worship
mm,
him, like that.
mm,
Don't worship him. But now
mm.
we are singling that out. Don't worship except him. Understand?
Mm.
So
Yes,
this
I get
topic
it.
is about detaching attached pronouns. Then that's why you always have the placeholder, because the attached pronoun cannot be detached and then you leave it with just who, like that. Understand? Does that make sense, inshallah?
Yes, yes, thank
Okay.
you.
And then the next, also basically the i'rab for this here is domir munfasil always, and then fi mahali nasab, it is still the maf'ul bihi. Okay, there's no special thing because illa is just singling out something from the sentence here. It can be any part. It could even single out a fa'il. It could single out, yeah. So this is a topic that you have to learn obviously first so that you understand about illa. So there are many kind of sentences that illa can come and then single something from the sentence out. Here is just singling out the maf'ul bihi. So it is still the maf'ul bihi. Okay. The next one, when the ma'mul, so basically you have amil and then ma'mul. So ma'mul is the one who got affected, the victim. Okay, when the ma'mul are two mansub pronouns of the same level. When we say same level here, we are saying that it's the same, like there's like third person, second person, first person, right? So they are both third person, and it's usually the third person because it's not, I don't think you can put like two first person in a sentence as two mansub pronouns. Okay, so it's usually the third person, and also when we say same level, it's also same number. Okay, so both singular. Okay, so here this is also another ayah of the Quran. So wa'ada, sister Ilham. Wa'adaha. What do we know about this word? Sister Ilham? I think you are muted. Yes.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Uh-huh.
My
What?
internet is
Oh, okay. Tell me, what do you know about this word here? Wa'adaha.
it's a فعل ماضي.
Yes, fi'il madi. What's our fa'il?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me? Is it lagging?
Yeah, so no, it's on my part. I have to figure my
Oh,
internet out.
I see.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So it's a فعل ماضي. Is that
Mm-hmm.
what you're asking?
Yes. And what's our fa'il?
The fa'il is هو.
Yes, huwa. So what is
ضمير,
the
well,
yes, just the brief one actually, yes. And then the ha,
okay. The ha is the مفعول
yes, it's a maf'ul.
به.
Okay. Wa'ada is to promise. So he promised her or he promised it, depending on what the ha goes back to. Here is it. And then we have another maf'ul, basically. Right? So we cannot attach another third person singular also to here. We cannot say wa'adaha hu. Cannot do that. So that's why this one got detached alone. But it's basically still a maf'ul, a second maf'ul of the word wa'ada. Okay, so the ha is maf'ul bihi awal, and then iyahu is your dhamir munfasil, and then fi mahali nasab maf'ul bihi thani. Okay, so this fi'il is taking two maf'ul bihi. Got it? Okay, moving on. So that is the first three. Still on wajib, still on obligatory. When the pronoun is separated from the amil by another ma'mul. Okay. Brother Sam.
Yes.
So definitely we're looking at this one, right? Wa
Yeah.
iyyakum. Can you tell me where is the amil and what is another ma'mul that is separated from it? Or maybe, what kind of word do we have here?
This فعل مضارع.
Uh-huh. It is marfu, right? What's our fa'il?
Yes. مرفوع هم.
Yes, it is whom. And then you have the word ar-rasula.
مفعول به.
And then we have wa iyyakum.
وهي
So which one is our amil? Which one is our ma'mul?
معمول كم.
This the wa iyyakum is the pronoun. The pronoun is separated from the amil by another ma'mul. Amil is the one that affects. Ma'mul is the word that got affected. Do you understand?
Yeah, but I can't see عامل.
Okay. Actually,
yeah.
you know it because you could answer my question. So the amil is actually this fi'il. Okay. This is the ma'mul. Usually you have fi'il and then you will attach the attached pronoun there, right?
Yeah.
يخرجون means they are expelled, the messenger, and you all. You could have said they expel you all and the messenger. Am I right? So the kum
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be attached here. They expel you all and the messenger. Okay? So basically, Rasul is the maf'ul. This is the ma'mul, right? This is the amil. This is the word that is making this word nasab, right? So this is amil. This is ma'mul. Okay? This is the amil of this word also. Why is it nasab? Because it is also a
مفعول به.
maf'ul, yes, of this word, right? But
Yeah.
because we want to put rasul first, not the kum first, so we have to detach the kum from here, detach it, and then it needs to be wa iyyakum.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Yes. So the i'rab for this is dhamir munfasil fi mahali nasab again. Okay. And it is going to be ma'tuf ala rasul. Ma'tuf bil waw. Okay. So this is fi'il, fa'il, maf'ul. So we have atifah. So this word is the ma'tuf. It's following rasul. Rasul is maf'ul. This word is also maf'ul. Understood? Clear?
Yeah.
Inshallah? Yes. Okay. This is another one. This is not an ayah of the Quran, but this is another way of showing how it could be separated. So, Sister Ilham, Sister Ilham, can you hear me? Or are you lagging still?
Sorry, I got another call. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So, we are looking at this word here. Can you tell me anything about this word? Takzibuhu.
That would be takribuhu. This is a masdar plus an attached pronoun.
Good. So, what fragment do we have? When in
Sorry,
attached, what fragment do we have?
Uh,
When you have an attached pronoun attached to an ism, what fragment do you have?
Yes.
So,
مضاف
yes,
yes,
exactly.
مضاف إليه.
Mudaf ilayhi. Okay. There is something also going on here. The ism is acting as a fi'il.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you have a mudaf
Yeah.
ilayhi, and then we have ya. Okay. He's denying of me. Now you have already a mudaf and then your mudaf ilayhi is a pronoun. So you cannot attach the ya to the pronoun anymore, can you? Right?
No.
Yes. So that's why this is obligatory to be detached also. So this is, yeah. I'm not doing the i'rab here because there's another thing going on here. But basically, this ism is acting as a fi'il. The who is the fa'il, and then this is the maf'ul of the ism. Yes. Okay. So why is detached? Because you already have a attached pronoun attached to this ism. You cannot attach one more there. So it has to be detached. Okay. This is a hadith, by the way. Okay, this is a hadith. And next one is when its amil is a maktuf that is omitted. So I think we all know this ayah. Nahnu narzukukum wa iyyahum. Right? We, nahnu is our independent pronoun, right? Detached pronoun, normal detached pronoun, fi mahali rafa. And then we have a khabar in a jumla fi'liyah. Okay? So narzukukum, Brother Sam.
فعل مضارع
Yes.
فاعل نحن
Very good. And kum,
مفعول به
yes, maf'ul bihi. And then وإياهم.
مفعول به الثاني.
Yeah, so basically you can see it that way. Or another way that it is looked here is that it's actually like narzukukum wa narzukuhum. We provide for you and we provide for them. Okay? So what it's saying here is that the amil, which is the word naruzuku, is a maktuf, it's following, it's after the waw, but it's not there anymore. Okay? Understood?
Yeah,
So it's,
understood.
yes, alhamdulillah. So here, the i'rab for this that you will find in i'rab books will be dhamir munfasil, fi mahal nasab. It is maktuf ala kum. This is kaf, it's the maktuf ala kum. Fi narzukukum. Not sure why there's a fi here. Maybe I copied something wrongly. But what is sorry. Ala kafi narzukukum. Okay. It's maktuf ala this kum in the word narzukukum. Okay, it's maktuf to the kum. Can? Any questions before we move on to the permissible one? No? Okay. Lastly, when is it permissible? So, when you have amil used on two mansub pronouns, when the amil of two mansub pronouns is a fi'il. Okay, so here, Sister Ilham.
Yeah.
فَسَيَكْفِيكَهُمُ
Okay. So you have فعل مضارع
Where's the fi'il mudhari'?
يكفيك.
It's actually just yakfi until the ya.
يكفي. Yeah.
Yes, from the word kafa.
يكفي.
Kafa yakfi. Enough, basically, suffice. Okay, and what is our fa'il in the word yakfi?
وهو.
Yes, huwa. Huwa can have an outside doer. Is an outside doer or not?
Yes. لفظ الجلالة.
Yes, exactly. And then you have ka and hum. Is that one word?
Yeah. No, those are two words.
Yeah, what do we have?
The two مفعول.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is permissible, meaning it can be like that. Yakfi ka hum. Okay, so this is one first maf'ul, this is second maf'ul. Okay, it can be together because they are not the same level. One is second person, one is third person, right? Also different number. So you can do that. Or we have here, we have iyaha here, right? This is third person. Can you find for me, or maybe, okay, let's see from allati here. Allati is a mausul, right? It is the sifa of this here. So, don't you fear Allah regarding this beast, creature, allati, the one. Okay, so this is the sifa of this beast here. And so this is our sila. Can you tell me what something about the word malakaka?
That's the sila.
Yes. What kind of word do we have?
It's a فعل ماضي.
Uh-huh.
And there's a مفعول به, the ka is attached.
Yes. And what's our fa'il of the fi'il?
It's the لفظ الجلالة outside.
Yes. Okay. And then we have the ha here, right? So here,
So it's different. Yeah.
yes, because it is permissible to do either way. Okay, one you have is this. This is also a hadith. Okay, so here, it is written this way. It's used this way. Okay, but it's still two mansub pronouns, they are still the different level. So there are two ways of saying this. Okay, can?
Mhm.
And the last one here is when both the ma'mul is both third person but different in number. Okay, just now we had same level, same number, right? Cannot be attached after it. But if it is different number, it can. Okay, so here this is exactly the same sentence written in two different ways. So, Brother Sam, we
Yeah.
have the word sa'ala.
Yeah. سأل فعل ماضي.
Uh-huh. Akhi.
أخي فاعل.
Yes, the fa'il. Good. And then an al-qalami.
عن
Anil qalami.
حرف الجر
Yes, half of jar.
والمضمر.
Uh-huh. And then wal kita what? What's the harakah here?
كتابي والكتابي.
Yes, because
same as القلم.
yes, it's the maktuf of the
معطوف.
column. Yes. So all the whole thing will be muta'alliq to?
الفعل سأل.
Yes, correct. And then we have fa'a'taytuhumahu.
فأعطيت
Mm.
فعل ماضي.
Mm-hmm. Who's our fa'il?
فاعل أنا.
Uh-huh. And then
هما
huma. Huma is referring to what?
القلم والكتاب.
Exactly. And then who is referring to?
أخي.
Yes, exactly. Right. So my brother asked for the pen and the book. So I gave both of them to him, basically. Right?
Yeah.
So it can be written exactly the same except for the last part of the who is separated. Okay,
Mm,
so this is permissible. Clear, inshallah?
yeah.
This is an interesting topic, right?
Yeah. Very.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. So we can go back to our yes. So Sister Ilham.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
إياك, this will be ضمير منفصل مبني
Yes.
على الفتح.
ضمير منفصل مبني في محل what? What's the status?
في محل نصب
Yes.
مفعول به
Yes.
مقدم.
Yes. Good. مفعول به مقدم to what word?
لنعبده.
Yes. Li na budu. And then do not budu as well.
Okay. نعبده, this is فعل مضارع.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
مرفوع
Mm-hmm.
بالضم.
Sorry?
بالضم.
بالضمة.
بالضمة. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Sorry.
And then what's the fa'il?
الفاعل ضمير مستتر
Yes.
وجوبا
Mm-hmm.
تقديره نحن.
Yes. MashaAllah. Good. And what's the sarf of this word?
عبد يعبد.
Yes. What family is that?
one.
Yes. Ba, da, yeah. Oops. Yeah. What's the master for this? If you,
عبادة.
yes, exactly. Okay. Good. Next one, Brother Sam. Wa
Okay.
iyaka. So basically the same.
Yeah. واو
Mm-hmm.
معطوف
Yes.
أو حرف عطف عاطفة.
Mm-hmm. And then?
إياك ضمير منفصل
Mm-hmm.
مبني
Mm-hmm.
في محل نصب
Exactly.
مفعول به
Uh-huh.
مقدم.
Yes.
لنعبد.
Not
لا
good.
لنستعين.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So I just let you finish that just for practice. But in Iraq, we can just basically put, oops, Matuf. Bil waw. Oops. Yeah. Ada. The whole thing.
Ah,
Iyakana. Udo. Because it's exactly the
it's
same
the
thing.
same.
Yeah. Right? Okay. Can you do the start for me for the word nasta'inu?
استعانة يستعين
Yes.
استعانة.
What's the root word?
آه عاينة.
Close, not ya. It's wow.
آه
Ain, wow, nun. Okay. What
okay.
family?
I don't know the numbers,
Oh,
but
okay. What is the
it's
marker for the how do you all learn this?
like مزيد فيه.
Okay.
Uh,
And
and
then you just know the
استعانة.
pattern. Okay. So
Yeah,
inshallah, I gave you the link to this Google Drive, right? If you want
yeah,
to use the HTML, the dictionary that I taught you all last week, okay, you can basically go through my here from here family 2 to family 1 here. Okay, go through
okay.
this. I'm pretty sure you know the sub aspects. You just don't know the
Yeah,
number, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so just go through it. Then you just have to remember the numbers. Okay, because
Okay.
obviously if you use the dictionary like Hanswear, you will need to know the number, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
some Arabic dictionaries you don't need to know the number. But yeah, okay. I like
Okay.
Hanswear because I think it's good for beginners and even intermediate students. Yeah, so this is actually family 10. Okay, the Ista family
Okay.
is the family 10. So you did correctly. Ista ana. Yes. Ta no. What's the master again?
استعانة.
Ista or isti?
است... استعانة.
Yes, isti. Na isti. Isti sorry. Isti na. Okay, good.
Okay.
Uh, to the next one also. Ihdina.
اهدي فعل أمر.
Yes. Okay. Before we do the Irab for this, let's do the sarf first because that will help with the Irab.
Okay. هذا يهدي.
Yes. So this is root letters is.
ها هال
Mm-hmm.
يا.
Yes. This is small family, right?
Yeah.
So family 1, that is small family. So yes, it is Hada, Yahdi. Oops. Okay. So now, how did we get the fi'il amr from here? So, can we do the sarf of Yahdi first?
Yeah.
The mudari, first 6. Yahdi,
آه،
and then,
يهدياني.
yes, Yahdiyani, and then,
يهدون.
yes. Okay. I'm going to teach this. I'm not sure if you were taught this. Basically, because you probably remember that when you have D, you end with duna. I'm not sure how you were taught, but you basically can do, you just add una as you normally will. Okay. So now you have 2 sukuns, one on ya and one on wow. So you will delete one. Which one to delete? You cannot delete
Yeah.
the wow because the wow is what? What is the wow here?
The sign of plural.
Yes, the fa'il basically, right?
Yeah.
You will say it's marfu bi subutun nun and whom the wow tells you it's whom, right? That is
Yeah.
our fa'il. Wow, while wow is domir muttasil. So definitely you cannot delete the fa'il. You delete the weak letter, which is the ya here. And then since you have a kasra before the wow, you change the kasrah to dhamma. Then that's how you get yahduna. If the word has a fathah, then you will not change. Then it will be yahdawna, for example. Fathah you cannot change. Okay? So that is hum. And then what about Kia?
Yeah. تهدي.
Yes, tahdi. And then
تهدياني.
mm-hmm. And then
يهدينا.
yes. So basically you treat it as you normally would. Put sukun on the last letter and na. Right?
Yeah.
Now, imagine this was second person. So tahdi, tahdiyani, tahduna. How do we get the amr from that?
Delete, take away the yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and take away the yeah, the other yeah,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Because it's
and
a weak
add
letter, right?
and add an
Mm-hmm.
alif because we can't say it.
Yes. And what will it what haraka will it have?
كسرة.
Yes. And then the next one will be
اهديا.
yes, ihdiya. And then the next one will be
اهدو.
why is it not
oh اهدو.
I'm asking on it. I'm
oh
not saying
okay.
you're wrong.
Okay. Maybe okay. اهدو. I don't know why.
Okay, so ihdu, it is correct, okay, because you don't count 1, 2, 3, because this dhamma here just now is not a real dhamma, right? We
uh,
change it just now. So
okay.
that's why here it remains ih. If your anta is if your anta is ih, then here also remain ih. That's why
I
when
see.
you study tajweed, you the hamzatul ruling, you have the exception, right? That some words you cannot use the count three ruling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so the reason is because those words are nakis words. Okay,
Mm.
I'm not sure if you just gonna open there. Not sure if you realized it, but if you haven't realized, okay, those words, those exception words are all nakis.
Like يمشي,
Yes,
امشوا.
exactly. Right. How do you know it's nakis? You can see the root letters mim, shin, and you don't know what. Hamza,
Mm.
ta, and you don't know what. Qaf, dot, and you don't know what. Right? Ba, nun, and something. Mim, dot, and something. So when you see it and it's all plural because this only affects the the antum, sorry, the antum one. Okay? So uh when you see such words and you know it's nakis because you cannot see the third root letter, these are the words that you have to be careful of when you're starting with. Okay? So
Yeah.
now that you know Arabic, these are the words that you put a kasra when this is not a real dhamma.
Mm.
Okay?
Cool.
And then anti.
اهدي.
Yes, ihdi with the ya. Mm-hmm. And then
اهديا.
and the last one,
آه، اهدينا.
yes. Okay? You cannot delete the nun. Okay,
Yeah.
so the word we have here is ihdi, right? So fi'il amr is always what in Arab?
um,
Do we say marfu,
مرفوع.
mansub, majzum?
مرفوع.
No,
oh آه،
don't remember?
مجزوم.
Okay.
مجزوم.
We make it majzum, right? But it's always mabni in Arab. Remember that?
Okay.
Because you can put any harf before it and it will not be affected, right?
Yeah.
And then in normal fi'il mudhari, we say it's either mabni ala sukun or mabni ala what? in normal fi'il mudhari'? Do you recall? No? Hmm. In normal fi'il mudhari', you will usually either put sukun on the last letter when you make it majzum, or you will delete
Yeah.
the nun, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's always mabni ala sukun for anta and
Yes.
for antunna, and the rest will be mabni ala,
Uh,
and you delete the nun.
حذف النون.
Yes. Okay. Here, what was our fa'il in ihdi just now?
Uh, أنت.
Yes. What did you do here? You didn't put sukun. You didn't delete a nun. What did you do here just now?
مجزوم. Or
Yes.
كسر.
It was originally ihdi with a ya, yahdi.
Yeah.
You deleted the ya, right?
Yeah.
So when you say the i'rab, you are going to say fi'il amr mabni ala. What did you do to it?
Uh,
Not hazaf
مبني
nun, but hazaf what? You
حذف
deleted.
الياء. الياء.
Yes, exactly. So alia is a weak letter. Okay. So you will see this. You will say this in i'rab. It is hazaf harf al illa, weak letter. And then you might
Mhm.
see wahwa, which is al-ya, the letter ya, or the letter waw, whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay? So remember, for fi'il amr is always mabni, and what you do to it, that will be your mabni ala one. Okay, so we learned
Yeah.
mabni ala sukun, mabni ala hazaf nun. So this one, mabni ala hazaf harf illa. Okay?
Yeah.
Deletion of the weak letter. And your fa'il here will be,
أنت.
so how do we say that?
والفاعل
Mm-hmm.
مستتر.
Yes, domir, mustatir,
ضمير مستتر.
jawazan or wujuban?
وجوبا.
Yes. And then, what do we say? Taco?
تقديره
Uh-huh.
أنت.
Yes, exactly. Can? Understood, inshallah?
لا. Thank you.
Okay, alhamdulillah. We haven't finished actually. Nah, what about the nah?
أم اهدنا مفعول به.
Mm-hmm. So, domir, what kind?
ضمير متصل
Yes. في محل?
في محل نصب
Yes, because it is
مفعول
مفعول
به.
به. Okay, can?
Yes.
Next one, Sister Ilham.
Yes. الصراط. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing.
Yes, as-sirata.
Okay.
Correct.
Uh, that will be the مفعول.
Mm-hmm. What
This
kind of
is
maf'ul?
um مفعول به الثاني.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then, what status?
منصوب بالفتح.
Mm-hmm. بالفتح or بالفتحة.
بالفتحة.
Yes. Good. And then, do the next one also. Al-mustaqima.
المستقيمة is a صفة للصراط.
Yes. صفة للصراط. And then, what status is it?
منصوب
Mm-hmm.
بالفتحة.
Yes. And what's the sarf?
The root letters قاف. I
Mm-hmm.
think what yeah, and name or is it wow?
It's wow.
There's a weak
Yes.
letter. Wow. Okay.
Yes. It's
And
qaf,
meme.
waw, mim. And what family is it in?
10.
Yes, family 10. And can you give me the madi mudari?
استقام يستقيم استقامة.
Yes. Istaqama. Yes. Taqimu. Istiqamatan. And what word is this? Al-mustaqimah.
This is the ism fa'il.
Yes, good. Clear, inshallah? Okay, so one thing, sorry, to add for ihdina, right? So the anta is obviously referring back to Allah. We are asking Him to guide us, right? So instead of saying fi'il amr, can also say fi'il dua, which is better. Bi si fi'il amr. Okay, in the form of amr. Okay, fi'il dua. It's a dua. Clear, inshallah? Okay. We probably can do a bit more. I'm not sure if we will finish. Brother Sam.
Yes. صيغة مضاف.
So before talking about mudaf, what is the status?
منصوب.
And why is it mansub?
بدل.
Yes, badal to what?
الصراط المستقيم.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so that is the rule first. Badal, what do we say? Badal li,
بدل من.
badal fi. Yes, badal min, al-sirat. And what status is it? You said mansub. What's the sign?
منصوب بالكسرة بالفتحة.
Yes, bil fathah. And you said it is mudaf. Well, that will make alladhina the.
مضاف إليه.
Before that, what is the kind of word for alladhina?
اسم موصول.
Mm-hmm. And then what do we say?
مضاف إليه.
Before that, the status
اسم
first.
موصول.
Sorry?
مجرور.
But
أو مبني.
yes, it is mabni. So it will
yeah.
be, how do
مبني
we
على
say?
الفتح
Uh-huh. You can say that.
في محل
Yes.
جار.
Fi mahali jar because it's the
مضاف.
mudaf ilayhi. Good. And ism also will need a sila. How do we mention that after mentioning the role of the ism also?
وصلته.
We say the sentence after it, put in Arabic.
والجملة بعده.
Yes. Will be the sila.
صلة الموصول.
Does it have a status?
لا محل لها من الإعراب
Yes, exactly.
أو له.
In, sorry, la mahala. Min al-i'rab. Okay, good. Next one. Sister Ilham, back to you. There's only two of you today. Yeah. An'amta.
So أنعمت
Mm-hmm.
will be فعل ماضي
Mm-hmm.
مبني مبني على مبني على السكون sorry.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then
والفاعل
before that.
مبني
bec-
على السكون في محل
before that. Whenever it's not mabni ala al-fa'il or whenever it's not huwa hiya, you will say lit. So
لاتصاله
yes. What is it
Yeah.
attached to? Litasalihi?
لاتصاله بتاء تاء الفاعل
Yes. Ta al-fa'il. Oops, yes. Now you can talk about the ta.
والتاء ضمير
Yes.
متصل
Yes.
في
Status? Mm-hmm.
في محل نصب
Why nasab?
في محل رفع في
Yes.
محل
Which
رفع
one?
مفعول سوري فاعل
Yes. So fi mahali rafa fa'il. Right?
فاعل
Yes. Okay. What's the start for this?
The root letters is Noon, Ain, and Mim.
Mm-hmm. Family? Do you know
Four,
the
I think.
numbers or do you don't know the numbers?
I know some of them.
Okay.
Four, I think.
Yes, this is 4. Your aslama yuslimu is 4.
Yeah.
So what is it in the Madi Mudari?
And An'ama yun'imu in'aman.
Yes. Yes. Yunlimu in Good. And do this one also. Alayhim.
So this is جار مجرور متعلق بالفعل
Which fi'il?
أنعم.
Yes. Good. Mm-hmm. And then Brother Sam, maybe we can finish. غيري.
آه، غيري.
Hmm.
I don't know the Arab for this. اسم
Yes. Ism, what status?
مجرور بالكسرة.
Okay, so we need to figure out why it's majrur, right? There's only 2 things, or 3 rather, that a word can be majrur. Can you tell me?
حرف جر and مضاف إليه.
Half jar meaning the majrur word will be majrur, right? After a half
Yeah.
jar,
مجرور. Yeah.
yes, mudaf ilaihi is one, and one more.
Um,
Actually, because what kind of words will always follow the status of something?
if they're معطوف.
Yeah, maktuf or any kind of follower words, right? Like sifah,
Yeah.
like badal, right? Any kind of follower word. So we definitely do we have a half of jar? We have ala. Can
Yeah.
ala be affecting ghair or cannot?
No.
Yes, we cannot because it already have its majrur here, right?
Yeah.
Definitely it's not a mudaf ilahi. Mudaf ilahi cannot be far away, can it?
No.
Yes. So you're left with must be a follower of something. So what do you think is a follower of? So just now we have sirat is the badal of
Okay.
something sirat. Uh-huh.
الذين بدل.
Yes. Right? It is badal or sifah of alladhina. Both is
Okay.
possible. Okay? Because that's the only majrur word, right? After this,
Yeah.
here all is the silah. No status already. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. So it is the badal,
من
mean,
الذين.
yes. Or sifah.
صفة للذين.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and it is majrur. What's the sign?
بالكسرة.
Good. And it will need a
آه،
غيري will always come with what?
مضاف إليه.
Yes, exactly. So this will be the mudaf
مضاف إليه.
ilayhi. What status?
مجرور
Mm-hmm.
مجرور بالكسرة.
Mm-hmm. And what's the sarf?
غضب يغضب أو
Oops.
غضب يغضب.
Yes. Ghain, ba, ba. This is what family?
one.
Yes, family 1. This is Sami'a family, so it will be
غضب اسمه غضب يغضب.
yes. Yao, bo, bu. Mm-hmm. And finish the alayhim part.
عليهم حرف جار. على حرف جار ومجرور.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
آه،
متعلق to
متعلق بالفعل.
where's the fi'il? Good.
أنعمت.
Okay.
No.
Think about the meaning as you know.
Yeah.
So it's here alayhim. We have ghairil maghdubi alayhim. So other
الخبر.
than where's the khabar?
I don't know.
Okay. So because you are thinking of muta'alliq, definitely to bil fi'il or bil khabar, that's all, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes it can be attached to some isms that is not a fi'il or khabar. Okay,
I see.
because isms can act as a fi'il.
Okay.
So if you think about meaning wise, what can it be attached to?
مغضوب.
Yes, exactly. So this is what kind of word? You didn't say that.
مفعول به.
Yes, it's a
اسم مفعول.
maf'ul, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ism maf'ul basically can act as a fi'il. Okay, and that's why jar wa majrur can be attached to it. So this is actually muta'alliq bil al-maw mawdu'.
Okay.
Okay, clear? Of course, you need to learn the pseudo verbs to understand better how and so on. Okay,
Yeah.
and last one, Sister Ilham.
واو عاطفة.
Yes,
لا نافية.
yes. One
uh,
thing that you will see in Nafia, for la, especially when it's wala, and it's coming after Nafi. We don't have Nafi in a sense of Nafi, but we have Ghairi. Ghairi is basically like Nafi, right? Because it's other than, right? Besides, other than. So when you have wala, something that you will see in Arab books is the la, they might not say Nafia, they might say Zaidah. Okay, if it's the second nafi basically. Okay, and then al-dhalina,
this would be the مفعول.
maf'ul. Maf'ul to what?
What is it?
Okay, maybe
المفعول به.
before that, what status is it in?
It's either jar or nasab.
Yes, it's either jar or nasab. So you need to figure out, is it jar or nasab?
It's jar.
Why is it jar?
because it's معطوف to
Yeah,
المغضوب عليهم.
exactly. Okay, so because we have a waw here, so matuf bil waw ala maghdub. Clear, inshallah? And so it's majrur, you say. What's the sign of the majrur?
الياء.
Yes, bil ya. Is this your normal sign?
الياء. No. نيابة عن الكسرة
Good.
لأنه جمع مذكر سالم.
Yes, exactly. Hmm. Annahu jama' muzakkar salim. And what is the sarf for this word?
This is an اسم فاعل. This is ضال.
Hmm?
Is it ضال? I think it's مضاعف. لام.
Yes, it
Uh-huh.
is dot, lam, and lam. What family?
I think it's family one ضربة.
Yes. Uh-huh. So what is our madi then?
ضل يضل.
Yes. Oops, sorry. Dalla yadillu. What is our, you said it's our ism fa'il. So what is our,
ضال.
yes, exactly. Dallun. Okay, clear, inshallah? So this is ism fa'il. We didn't translate. Maybe we can take 1-2 minutes to translate. Can you translate from here? Wa iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Sister Ilham?
And you alone we worship.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The
you
fact,
alone we worship.
yes, correct.
Mm.
You alone we worship and
And you alone we seek help.
yes, we seek help. Do one more ayah. Next one, ihdina.
Guide us.
Mm-hmm.
Guide us to the straight path.
To the straight path. Good. And last one, Brother Sam.
The path of the ones that you favored or you
The
bestowed your favor on.
the path of the ones you you favored. Mm-hmm.
Not the ones who earned your anger.
Not the ones who earned your anger, or
Or
your anger
went,
is upon them. Mm-hmm.
yeah, or went astray.
Yeah.
Or
No,
or
not
who
much.
are astray.
No, the ones, oops, who went astray.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So we finish our Al-Fatihah. So I guess we have, I think, 3 more lessons, right? And actually finish all that I wanted to cover. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do the Sarf Nakis with you all. And then I will teach you the I'rab of the Nakis words, because those are the only type of fi'il that is affected at the end. So the I'rab will be different from the normal fi'ils that we've covered. So inshallah, we'll do that on Saturday on the next lesson. Inshallah. Okay?
Inshallah.
I have a
Subhanakallahumma.
question about
Yes.
the ghairi.
Yes.
Yeah, about the ghairi.
Mm-hmm.
We said it could be a badal of surata.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I was just wondering, isn't a badal supposed to be nasab? But in this case,
It's not
it's
badal of
or
sirata, it's badal of
of
alladhina.
alladin. Yeah,
Yes.
alladin. Yeah,
Okay. This one,
yeah,
this sirata, the common one is the badal of as-sirata, this one. Okay?
yeah.
Yes. Clear, inshallah?
Yeah, but the ghairi is majroor, and
Yes.
I thought a badal is supposed to be nasab.
Yes, alladhina. No, badal is not supposed to be nasab. Badal is supposed to be following whatever it's badal of.
Okay, so it can be any.
Yes, it could be rafa, nasab, or jar, depending on what is the word that is a substitute of.
Okay.
Okay, the one that must be nasab is like hal, tamyiz, all that must be nasab.
Ah,
Okay,
okay. Yeah,
clear inshallah?
yes,
Okay,
clear.
alhamdulillah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة
Waalaikum-
الله وبركاته.
Wa iyyakum.